Hey guys, welcome to my game reviews, and today we are going to be looking at what else but some games on the Super Nintendo and Super Famicom. But not just any kind of games. We're going to be taking a look at 5 racing games that use Mode 7. Mode 7 was a graphical trick used to make racing games look 3D when it's actually just a 2D playing field with a background that rotates as you rotate. And it's used in most SNES racing games and many other SNES games at the time, but today I'll be focusing on some well-known and not well-known racing titles that utilize this technique. So first up is the classic F-Zero. This is by far my favorite racing game for the SNES. The game is great. So F-Zero is a futuristic racing game and it's phenomenal. It really gives you a good sense of speed, and the amazing music only adds to the awesomeness that is this game. All the tracks are colorful and are a ton of fun to race on, and all this comes together to make one incredible launch title for the SNES. The only bad thing I can think of about this game is that it doesn't support 2 players, which is really a shame. Moving on, we have an F-Zero ripoff known as Uchuu Race Astro Go. Now, if you're one of my 5 or so fans, you might remember that I've reviewed this game already, but I'm going to talk about it again. So Astro Go is not a bad game, but it's far from a good one. The controls are very sensitive and aren't like normal racing game controls. Also, you can't see very far in front of your ship, but there are arrows on the track that'll tell you which direction to go, so that definitely helps. The music is alright, it's somewhat catchy, so I can't fault it there. The game is extremely colorful and rather pleasing to the eyes, so it can definitely keep your attention. The track design is pretty good. The only problem is when you hit something, you bounce off it like rubber, and this is the biggest problem in the game, and this will definitely cause the most frustration. But if you can get used to this game, it's rather enjoyable in small doses. Also, this game was going to get an American release called Freeway Flyboys, but it was eventually cancelled. I actually imported this game last Christmas and it cost me around $15, which is a decent price, and I found myself spending an afternoon with this game every once in a while. The next game is called Exhaust Heat, and it's a fairly standard kart racing game. You have a multitude of courses all over the world to choose from, and you have the ability to upgrade your car, but this game is just not that great. First off, there's no music during racing, and your car handles pretty badly, so I'm always flying off the tracks and coming in last. Not even the CPUs can stay on the track. I'm guessing I'm missing something in the game, but I just cannot get into it. So I haven't played it long enough to truly state whether this game is garbage or not, but it's probably safe to assume it is just garbage, since this game was made by Ocean, a company almost as notorious for making bad games as LJN is. Now let's move on to something awesome. Next up is Super Mario Kart. This game is great. It's a fun arcade-style racing game with weapons you can pick up and use on the other racers to your advantage. Most of the tracks are kind of short, but that's fine since you won't get tired of going around the same track over and over again, and the tracks are of course fun to race on. This is the only series of racing games that I know of that have you collect coins to increase your speed. The music is fun and really adds to the game, and what's great about this game is that it supports 2-player split-screen action, so a friend can join in. And this is of course the first game in the long-running series, Super Mario Kart, that is still around today. Next up is a Mario Kart ripoff. It's called Battle Racers, and this was a Super Famicom exclusive. So Battle Racers is a pretty good ripoff and definitely worth playing. The tracks in the game are short like Mario Kart, but are just as fun to race on. Something not really found in the Mario Kart series are these little tiles that shoot you in the air so you can skip or get in front of an opponent or jump a small portion of the track. The music is great and really helps the overall experience, but if you're going to play this on an emulator, make sure you use SNES 9X or else you won't hear the music when racing. The weapons are unique, like you can turn people into slime for a few seconds or shoot fire at people and electrocute everyone. And like Mario Kart, this game supports 2 players, so if you get tired of Mario Kart, pick up this game, grab a friend, and start racing. So there are 3 racing games for the SNES and 2 for the Super Famicom, and there are definitely more, so I'll probably make a part 2 sometime in the future. Thanks for watching, and if you like video games and music, please subscribe to my channel.